Sultan of Sulu's descendants target Malaysian properties in Paris. French bailiffs attempted to enforce a seizure order on 3 Paris properties owned by the Malaysian government in a case linked to a $14.92 billion court award to descendants of a former Sultan of Sulu, Sultan Jamalul Alam. The Malaysian government said in a statement the bailiffs had approached the Malaysian embassy in Paris and 2 staff residences to request access to the premises to obtain a description of the properties, but were denied access by diplomatic staff. The Filipino descendants of the Sultan Jamalul Alam are seeking to enforce a $14.92 billion award granted to them by a French international arbitration court on the 28th of February, 2022 to settle a dispute with the Malaysian government over a colonial-era land lease agreement, which independent Malaysia honored until 2013, paying the descendants a token sum annually. Malaysia, which did not participate in the arbitration, maintains the process was illegal and has obtained a stay on the ruling in France. Despite the stay, a French judge in December 2022 granted the descendants' request to seize 3 Malaysian government properties in Paris to settle a debt of €2.3 million or $2.46 million that they said was owed to them, according to court documents shared by the descendants' lawyers. Malaysia had been ordered to pay the descendants the sum under a preliminary arbitration award granted to them in Spain, which was not bound by the stay in France, the descendants' lawyers said. The French judge also found that the properties, located in the 16th arrondissement near the Malaysian embassy in Paris, did not qualify as diplomatic premises, according to the court documents. Unlike the embassy, they bore no official signage and were not subject to French tax exemptions, the judge said. On the 6th of March, 2023, French bailiffs attempted to evaluate the 3 properties in preparation of a sale, the descendants' lawyers said. The proceeds of the sale would go to the descendants. This was not an attempt to seize the properties, said the Sulu Special Secretariat, a Malaysian government department looking into the descendants' claims. It said preliminary legal advice given to Malaysia suggested the bailiffs were asked by the claimants to obtain the property's description on the basis of the statutory mortgage registered on the premises in November 2022. Malaysia intends to summon the claimants to appear before the same court that authorized the cancellation of the registration of the mortgage, the Secretariat said. Elizabeth Mason, a lawyer for the descendants, said, Malaysia was being misleading in suggesting that actions taken by bailiffs on the 6th of March 2023 were beyond the seizure order authorized by the court. The court order gave the bailiffs the instruction to enter non-diplomatic property with an eye to their valuation and sale to meet Malaysia's debt. The French seizure order was based upon a preliminary award issued in Spain, which was not bound by the stay in France. Paul Cohen, a lawyer for the descendants, said the court order was unambiguous in its directive to seize the properties and that it would be up to the court to decide the next steps. To the extent that Malaysians blocked entry to the bailiffs, they are in open defiance of a French court order. The Paris properties are only the 3rd set of Malaysian assets that the descendants have publicly acknowledged going after. They have secured a seizure order for Luxembourg units of state oil firm Petronas and have sought permission from a Dutch court to seize assets in the Netherlands. The award is enforceable globally against most Malaysian assets, aside from diplomatic premises, under a UN Convention on Arbitration. The dispute stems from a contract of lease agreement signed in 1878 between 2 European businessmen and the Sultan of Sulu for use of his territory in present-day Malaysia, an agreement that independent Malaysia honored until 2013, paying the monarch's descendants a token sum annually. Kuala Lumpur stopped the payments after a bloody incursion in 2013 by supporters of the former Sultanate who wanted to reclaim their land from Malaysia. The descendants of the Sulu Sultan, who once controlled a territory spanning rainforest-covered islands in the southern Philippines and parts of Borneo Island, say they were not involved in the incursion and sought arbitration over the suspension of payments.